Hello friends, in this session I am going to show you how to parse XML data in PHP and store that XML data to MySQL database. So this session helps you to understand XML data structure, parsing data from each node of your XML file and storing that to MySQL database, retrieve and display the data from database. So we discussed this concept by considering lab program 7 as an example. So here we need to write a PHP program to read student data from an XML file and store into the MySQL database, retrieve and display. So to do this, we need two files. So a XML file which holds the student data and PHP file which contains the PHP code to parse XML data and store that data in MySQL, retrieve and display the data to the user based on the name selected by the user. So now first I will take simple example to discuss how to parse XML data in PHP. To do this, first we need to go to this XAMPP application. So and in XAMPP application, double click on XAMPP control panel. First start Apache server and MySQL database. So once it is started, so later we can come to this htdocs. So this htdocs acts as a root directory for XAMPP application. So and we can create the web applications here in root directory. So I created one application with the name lab 7. So just I open this. So here I have the XML file and PHP files. So first I open this XML file. So this is the structure of XML file. The version value will be 1.0. So and encoding is ISO 88591. Student info acts as a parent node. So wherever you open the tag, so you have to close that tag. So and under this student info, we have student as a child node. So under student, we have two tags, USN and name. So and we have multiple student names. So here, so multiple student nodes and each node contains two tags, USN and name. So now we have to write a PHP code to read this XML data. So for that, so this is the XML file. So and before reading to read the XML data, so we use simple XML underscore load file, a built-in function in PHP. So and with the file name as a parameter. So our XML file name is demo.xml. So this file name must be given as a parameter to this built-in function in PHP. So now this function will convert this XML file into simple XML element object. So now all this XML data will be in this variable. So now we can print this XML data in the form of an array by using print underscore or of the variable name. So now, so to execute this, so go to browser. So in URL, type it as localhost / so name of the application is lab7 / the file name is getxml.php. So now all the XML data I got in the form of array. So the first index contains the data of first student and second index contains the data of second student, and it goes on. Suppose if I want to display this XML data in the form of table, so this is the code to display the XML data in the form of table in PHP. So again, first we have to load the file by using simple XML underscore load underscore file. So the name of the file is demo.xml. So now this file will be converted to simple XML element object. So after that, I am creating a table with two header fields. One is USN and one more is name. So now to iterate with all the nodes of students, so we use for each loop. So this contains the parent node as a collection, and every time we read one student node, and each student node contains two tags, USN and name tag. So we can access this by using this variable std implication operator and name of the tag, and assign this to a variable. So again, we are printing that values in table data. So by using this two variables, USN and name. So now this PHP code will print your XML data in the form of a table. So now to run this code, so go to browser, so and type the file name as getxml2.php. So now here it will display USN, name, and address field is added. So here, so just save this and refresh. So now USN and name is printed. Suppose if you want to add one more address tag for each student, so just we can add it in this way. So the name of the tag should be given as address. So and this tag must be closed. So ADDRESS. So close the address tag. So and here the address can be given as so TC Parquet. So the same tag I can add to all the student nodes. So here I am adding the address tag to all the student nodes. So in this XML file, we have multiple student nodes. To loop this XML data, we are using this for each loop. So it iterates all the student nodes. So and in the table, we need to add one more header. So that is address we need to add. So just give the table header as address. So and then so we need to access that address value. So here you define one variable. So addr equals. So and the variable name is $std. So just use $std. So implication operator. So and the name of the tag. So here name of the tag is address. So and after that we have three header fields in the table. So just add one more table data for address. So now so we are adding this address field to the table. So now save this and refresh. So now the address field is added. So and we are getting the address. So just check this, the tag name. So address. So and copy this. The name should be same. So here we are accessing that address using this variable, and then we are printing that. So here you can execute that. So xml2.php. So the values are not displaying. So here, so I think we have not saved the file. So now after saving, so you just refresh once. So we got the values from the XML file. So this is how we can read XML file and display that data in the form of a table. So now we have the lab program 7. So here this program contains two files, XML file and PHP file. So this XML file contains the student information. There are multiple student nodes. So and each node is having two tags, USN and name. So what we have to do here is, so in the PHP code, first we need to get the data from the XML file. After getting the data from the XML file, we need to store that to a database. So for that, first we need to create the database. So to create the database, so go to localhost/dashboard. So and here we have PHP admin. So just click on this PHP admin. So this is the interface for MySQL database. So now you can create the new database. So just click on new button. So and here, so I am giving the name as web8. The database name is web8. So create the database. So after creating the database, it will ask for the table name. So table name, you give it as student. So and number of columns is 2, one for USN and one for name. So go. So then it asks the details for each field. So the first field is name and the second field is USN. The type of the field we can give it as varchar. So just give varchar. So and the number of characters. So we can specify the length for name as 20 characters and 15 for USN. So after this, save. So now our database is created with the name web8 and we have the table with student name, and this table contains two fields, name and USN. So now in our PHP file, we need to connect to the database. For connecting to the database, we use MySQL I_connect method to connect to the database. So this is the name of the server, localhost, and username is root. So this will be a default values for localhost. So after that, we are checking whether the connection is established or not. Suppose if we could not connect, so we are displaying the error. So if the connection is established, so then this part of code will be skipped. And then after connecting to a database, we are selecting the database. So we created the database web8. So we are selecting this database. So just save this. So after selecting the database, so we need to load the XML file. So by using this simple XML underscore load underscore file, the name of the file must be given as a parameter. So and this is assigned to this variable. So now after this, after loading the contents and before inserting data to the database, we need to delete all the existing records from the database. So for that we use delete from table name. So delete from table name is the query. So and we are executing that by using this mysqli underscore query. So here mysqli underscore query method expects two parameters. The first parameter should be the connection variable. So and the second parameter is the query which you want to execute. So here the query is delete from student. So student is the table name. So here before inserting, we are deleting all the rows from the student table. So after deleting all the existing records, so again we are looping the XML data by using this for each loop. So here, so this acts as a parent node, and every time we are getting one student record or student node, and in each student node we are accessing USN and name. So and whatever the values we got from the XML are inserted to the database. So insert to student table, the values are what we retrieved from the XML file. So after inserting, so we need to we need to retrieve the data from the database based on the name entered by the user. So for that, we are creating one text box. So asking the user to enter the name. So here user is going to enter the name and we are reading that in st name. So after that, we are including one submit button. So whenever we click on this submit button, action is performed. So this action will call this program. So prg7.php self calling. So and again we are checking the method. So it can be a capital letters or it can be small letters. So here whatever the name we have given. So both the options we are giving, one for capital and one for small letters. So after that, the text box values can be read by using this $_ array. So and the index for this array is the name of the text box. So this is how we can read the forum values. So and this the name text box value is read and it is assigned to st name. So again we are searching the records where the pattern is matching with the name entered by the user. So for that we are using select star from the table is student where name. So we have like clause. So it is used to identify the patterns. So here the pattern must be included in between the percentage symbol. So and here, so this pattern will be searched in the name field. So wherever this pattern matches with the name, so those records will be selected and that will be assigned to $result. So now this $result will have a collection of records. So where the pattern is matched with names. So after that, we are fetching each record by using this mysqli underscore fetch underscore array. We are fetching each record and we are assigning to this variable row. So now we are displaying that row USN and then row name. So this will be displayed in the form of a table. So this program demonstrates so connecting to the database by using mysqli underscore connect. So after that, selecting the database by using mysqli underscore select underscore db. So after that, reading the XML file by using simple XML underscore load underscore file function. So after reading the data, assigning to a variable, and then deleting all the existing records of the table. So later iterating with all the student nodes and fetching the values of USN and name and inserting that USN and names to a table. So after that, we are searching the database for this pattern, and wherever this pattern matches with the name, so those records, USN and names will be displayed on the web page. So this is the program. So now we can run this program. So just go to localhost slash, so news7 is my application name. So and then the program name is prg7.php. So run this. So here we can see the two text boxes, enter name, so and search. So here I can give Abhishek. So search. So here, so there are two records matching with this Abhishek pattern. So those two records are displayed. So this is the working of this lab program 7. So reading the data from the XML file and storing that data to database and then retrieving and displaying. So we can search for Aishwarya KP. So here we get the details of this particular student. So now we can check in the database. So just go to localhost slash php admin. So and this php admin acts as a MySQL interface. So here we created this database web8. So just click on this database. So and here student table. So now you can observe all the values from the XML file are inserted to this student table. So that is using the PHP code. So here, so this line, this is the query to insert the USN and name of XML file to a database. So this is about this lab program 7. Thank you.